Captain Sparks and Flight of the Prodigal. Episode 1, Clean Money. The bounty was worth 800,000 credits, which was my first clue something was wrong. Nobody pays 800,000 for a registry clerk. But fuel is not free, my crew eats like a small invading army, and the contract cleared every guild check I ran. So there I was, magnetized to the hull of a stolen cargo skiff, doing 400 meters a second through the Halcon scrap belt, listening to Rook, my pilot, the best set of wings in the sector and the mouthiest, laugh through my helmet comms. "Captain," Rook chirped, banking the Prodigal through a gap between two dead freighters that I would not have called a gap. "Your heart rate is elevated. Are you scared or just old?" "I'm 160, bird. I'm allowed to be both." The skiff's engine flared. Our runner, one Doran Vale, wanted for consortium registry fraud, had finally noticed the man crouched on his hull. He rolled the skiff hard, trying to shake me into the scrap. Debris the size of houses tumbled past close enough to read the serial numbers. "Rook, door." "Which door?" "The one I'm about to make." Here's the thing I've learned in a century of doing this. Everybody flies their ship like they think. Vale flew scared, which meant predictable, which meant that when he juked left around the wreck of an old colony hauler, I already knew he would cut his thrust for 1.5 seconds to keep him from clipping the antenna array on the far side. People think luck keeps me alive. Luck is just the math you do fast and never talk about. I blew the hatch in that 1.5 seconds. Inside, Vale came at me with a plasma cutter, which was brave and also a mistake. He was Vess Kaan, slight, gray-feathered around the collar, eyes like a man who had not slept in a week. I took the cutter, took his balance, and put him in the co-op pilot seat with his own restraints, gentle as I could. No sense breaking what you're paid to deliver. "You're Sparks," he breathed. "The Sparks. Depends on who's asking for the money." I didn't do what the warrant says." He said it flat, not begging, tired. "I'm a keyman, and I unlock renewal registries for people who can pay. That's the job. But this warrant, fraud against the central registry? I have never touched central. Nobody touches central." "You know how many guilty men have told me they were innocent?" "Probably all of them," Vale said. "How many told you to go check who filed the warrant?" I strapped in across from him and said nothing, because that was, in fact, a first. Back aboard the Prodigal, the crew did what the crew does. Brakka, my ship's medic and mother hen, all 300 kilos of her, scanned our guest head to toe, announced he was malnourished, and put soup in front of him before anyone could vote on it. 10, my engineer in the ship's brain, a synthetic the consortium ordered scrapped and I ordered hired. Ran the contract for the 4th time and declared, "Probability that a mid-tier registry keyman warrants an 800,000 credit purse, 4%. I have rounded up, out of kindness." "Purse is real," I said. "Escrow's already cleared." "That is the concerning part," said Vess, my tactician and the coldest reed in the room. A Ben Rath who left her people over a matter of honor, which is all she will say about it. She stood over the contract display with her hands folded behind her back, reading it in the way she reads everything, like it might be lying to her. "Escrow cleared before capture confirmation. Someone pre-funded certainty." Rook dropped into the galley upside down from the crawlway, because chairs are apparently beneath him. "Someone rich really hates you, Featherman." Vale looked at his suit. "Someone rich wants me delivered somewhere specific. There's a difference." That was the moment Brakka did the thing I did not think about until much later. She pulled one of her tusk rings off, the small ancestral one she has worn since I knew her, and pressed it into Rook's palm. "For luck," she rumbled. "Tomorrow you fly the drop." Rook laughed. "You've never given me luck in 6 years. You said luck was for species with hollow bones and hollow heads." "It is." She walked out. Rook grinned and wore it anyway. I should have asked her about it. Write that down as the first thing I got wrong. The handoff was at Teller's Rest, a licensed exchange station where bounty men like me hand bodies to bonded consortium agents and get paid. I've done a couple of hundred of these. There is a rhythm to them. Verification takes an hour, agents complain, paperwork breeds more paperwork. This one took 4 minutes. The agent was waiting at our berth, alone. He confirmed Vale's biometrics without looking at them, transferred the full purse without counting heads, and had the restraint escort moving before I finished talking. No questions, no forms, no receipt for the prisoner, which I have never once seen, and I have seen everything. Bill looked back at me exactly once, right at the airlock. He didn't yell, he just said, "Check who filed it." And then the door closed, and the money was in my account, and everyone smiled. Clean. The whole job front to back, clean as a chapel floor. I stood on that dock a long moment while my crew celebrated payday behind me. That night the ship was quiet. Rook asleep with a tusk ring on his talon, Brakka in the med bay running somebody's blood work with the door locked, which I told myself was nothing, 10 dim to standby. Vess wherever Vess goes. I sat in the galley with my copy of the contract because I always keep a copy, and I did the thing I do when no one is watching. I stopped playing dumb. Guild header, standard. Warrant language, standard. But contract text carries formatting ghosts if you know how to strip the layers. And I have known how to strip the layers since before my crew was born. Under the guild seal, faint as breath on glass, set a watermark from the template that the document had been built on. Not a court template, a diplomatic one. Consortium Diplomatic Corps. Ambassadorial tier. Somebody very high had built a criminal warrant on stationery no criminal court would ever touch, and paid me too much money to serve it too easily. And I had just handed them a tired man who unlocked renewal doses for poor people. I sat with that. I didn't tell the crew. Filed it in the back of my head next to all the other things that itch. My grandfather used to say, dirty money spends loud and complains the whole time. It's the clean money that comes quiet, and this money hadn't made a sound.